Some other things. Now, I had said early on, we're just going to get to know a little bit about you too. So many people we do business with, they are that thing they do, which is, it happens. But so how did you get to this point? I mean, I know you were X years ago. You were in the Merchant Marine. I mean, what did you do until you got to the point where you realized, I know I have so much to bring to people. I know so much about this, that, and the other, what they're doing in their maintenance process. But tell us a little bit about you, and what you did before this.
Yeah, the maintenance came upon me slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I took a degree in computer science and started working for a computer maintenance company, a CMMS company, in the late 70s and early 80s.
Right.
And I worked there for a guy who I consider is, he's passed away, but a genius in the area of maintenance. Mm-hmm. He was so far ahead of the field that very few people could even talk to him. Really? Because they didn't understand what he was talking about. But we computerized the ground support for United Airlines. Mm-hmm. We computerized Federal Express. So we were working with companies that were at the cutting edge of computerization. And that's really, I got my introduction from him, really being just out there.
Right.
And some of the things that he said in 1980, 1981 are just coming true today. Like some of the ways of looking at maintenance. Right. Using statistics, using other kinds of models and things like that. So it was fascinating. It was frustrating because a lot of people didn't understand what he was talking about. Right. And I had to keep relearning it every week because he would say something else and it wouldn't make any sense. Right. And then I have to reabsorb it. Right. But that really was the start of it. And I had the opportunity to teach for Clemson University at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And I gave their seminars around the country and met hundreds of maintenance professionals, all of which knew more than me. Right. And really got to have them bring me along, in those days. Mm-hmm. and say, this is important, this is not important, and things like that. Right. And it was really a privilege to work with these people all over the United States and really just see how they operated. Right. What I took away from that was every organization is good at something. You could visit the worst organization maintenance organizationally. Right. But I bet you they're good at something in the maintenance department. Now, it could be they're good at, responding to breakdowns. There's no dishonor in that. Mm-hmm. It could be that they're fabulous at materials management, but something. Right. And I could learn from each of the organizations something that was, like, really sharp. Right. And then it was, zooming forward to today, it's been 15,000 people in those small group settings. Right. It's, being 8,700 feet underground in a gold mine in Africa, mm-hmm. Where you start to see, what the stakes are for some people. Right. Or up in the Syncrude, up in Alberta tar sands projects. Mm-hmm. So you really get to appreciate the hot, the cold, right, the snow. And you see how work is getting done by real skilled hands.